Leanna Bryn has been to Dublin to find out why.
It's arguably Ireland's most famous brand. More than 260 years of heritage, a recognisable site around the world. The black stuff has been brewed on this site since Arthur Guinness took over a derelict building in 1759. Diageo, which owns Guinness, says the basics haven't changed much since then, but it's always looking to make things more efficient.
Right from our inception, we've always sought to have a culture of continuous improvement. Technology has allowed us to be dramatically more efficient by making changes to how we manage things like hot water, steam usage, electricity usage, and so on.
At its factory in Dublin's Liberties, Diageo makes 3.5 million pints of beer a day. That's 1.3 billion pints a year. So, how much more efficient can it get?
I think we've got a mindset that there's always room for improvement. I think you set goals, maybe 5 year, 10 year goals, but when you get to those milestones, you suddenly discover that the horizon has moved on.
On a different horizon in North Dublin, here's an entirely different workplace. Hoath's Lighthouse has stood overlooking the bay for just over 200 years. Now it's home to a very modern operation.
It's an unusual location. We do software for emergency response teams. I was actually sea kayaking around here and was was looking up and said, "That actually looks like it could be used as an office."
Despite the picturesque surroundings, the pandemic led to staff working remotely. Now, D4H hires people across 7 countries, though some staff and other visitors still pop in. And the challenge is to make sure the team delivers while they're spread out.
Productivity to me is when we're all pulling in the same direction. As a company is in a growth phase, you build into complexities, you get into more complexities, you get administration layers coming on top of things that just start adding the bureaucracy. As we've become distributed, what we've asked people to do is become part of their communities. You know? Stop letting your workplace pick your friends.
Being innovative and having happy workers is great for getting work done, but it doesn't really give the full picture on productivity. Productivity, in economic terms, is how much value a worker adds to the things they make or do. So, how productive you are is really based on how much people are willing to pay for the things that you create. Let me give you an example. If I'm a barista, I can make coffees all day, but really how productive I am is limited to how much people are willing to pay for those coffees. And you know who makes very high value products? Tech and pharma multinationals. If you look at the gross value added for the entire Irish economy, last year the foreign sector accounted for 56% of that. So Google, Microsoft, Pfizer, Meta, formerly Facebook, and so they're producing lots of very high value goods, and also because of our low corporation tax rate, some of those goods they're not physical goods, so some of those may be kind of funneled through Ireland to avail of those lower taxes. Ireland's latest figures put the country's productivity per hour at 2.5 times the EU average. And when you strip out the foreign sector, it drops, but it's still around a third higher than the average for the bloc. So, Irish companies are still helping to drive the economy forward. Leanna Byrne, BBC News in Dublin.
Around